Hello, Michael. First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to submit this video assignment for the session I missed. Now, as per your email instructions, so this video is about what I really learned about the DISC model as per your attachment in the email and my own readings online. So first of all, just to introduce the subject, what do I really understand by the whole DISC model? So this is basically a style of presentation where you can actually classify your presentation and outgoing style based on four different categories. So the first is, of course, the dominions, where the presentation style is more to the direct. It's very blunt. It's the emphasis is more on the results. It's more of the business kind of approach. The second one is the influence, where the focus is more on persuasion. There is an open dialogue going on, and the kind of it's a very enthusiastic kind of an emotional uh, way to bring up the topic. The third one is, of course, the stability, which is more or less seen in the very professorial kind of a way. It's based on cooperation. There is a very humility kind of going on. There is no kind of risk going on, but it's more of a give and take kind of a very slow, deliberate, slow approach. And the final is the consciousness approach, where the focus is more on the accuracy, the detail. It's a very research-oriented presentation, and the one kind of where we use in normal in schools. So as per your instructions in the email attachment, I took the quiz, and not surprisingly, my presentation style is more suited for the dominions, where I got 32 points compared to influence, where I got 30 points. So so that kind of really tells me about the one where the way I kind of approach the public speaking approach. Now, I mean that this attachment also tells me one, of course, my own presentation skill, but it also kind of tells me how do you perceive your own audience. So what I really found interesting in the attachment and also some readings online is that so we can actually also classify the audience based on these four categories, and it actually helps us deliver the message much more effectively. So the D, of course, the Dominion style. If your audience is more like Dominion, so you have to be to the point. It's very business, and you have to focus more on strategy. So this is the kind of style where I have seen personally from my experience when you talk to venture capitalist or an investment banker communicates the deal to the whole team. And the second one is, of course, the influence, where as a speaker you tend to focus more on quotes. There is more focus on idea generation. You listen more to the audience. And this is the kind of approach that I have personally seen when the ventures kind of pitch their ventures to VCs, or there is a strategy talk going on where the influence is more on persuasion more than anything else. And the third category is, of course, the stability, where the audience tends to, you can connect more with the audience when if you focus more on the logical process, you focus more on the whys and hows of the whole situation. It's deliberately slow. It's supposed to make the audience connect and see it for themselves. And I have seen this more, I mean, certain professors go it by the when they are teaching something very technical, but more or less in also when someone is training someone. I mean, I have seen that. And the fourth, of course, is consciousness, where there's a more focus on the involvement of the audience. There is a lot more focus on the procedure. For example, you tend to walk the audience through the process. So this is more I have seen when you do due diligence on the field or with your client, or even in school, where if there's a very tricky, and when someone has to present an idea or an experience, they tend to follow this method. So this is in short what I really learned from the whole DISC model, very short presentation. So it also not only did it tell me the where I stand in front of how I present the ideas, but it also tells me how actually I can categorize the audience. Now this is much more important to me because now I know for sure. I mean, if depending on the audience, I can actually change my presentation style so as to improve my effectiveness and get the message across. So first of all, thank you so much for all the help that you did and giving me this presentation opportunity. So thank you. Goodbye.